Check. Okay, so what we've got here is my Vintage Rug Hate Bear list. I was playing Vintage probably the last time, seriously, 2019, where I top 8'd the Mana Drain with a deck pretty similar to this. So this is just where we're going to start at, and from here we'll determine what we like and what we want to keep playing. This is the first in my what do I want to play for NYSE and see if I can turn my deck into some kind of a powerhouse. So while we're doing that, let's look at some of the cards in this deck. So we're running a lot of Planeswalkers. We have Dak Faden, of course, Minsk and Boo, Timeless Heroes, Narset, Parter of Veils, and 4 WREN SIX. These are the heart of the deck, the 4 WREN SIX. Then creatures-wise, we are running 4 Collector Ulf, 1 Ingot Chewer, and 4 Tarmogoyf. I'm sure there's a better creature than Tarmogoyf we can choose right now, but we just want to get in there and start playing, and I didn't do enough research to determine what a better beater is than Tarmogoyf. So comment below if you know what I should be playing instead of Tarmogoyf right now. I know Loris is a deck I don't want to play. I want to play WREN SIX, so you can't really play WREN SIX if you're playing Loris because it's just not in the same color pattern. So then we've got 1 by Force, 1 Ponder, 4 Preordain, 1 Time Walk, and then we've got a Pyroblast, 1 Mental Misstep, 2 Lightning Bolt, 4 Force of Wills, of course, 1 Force of Negation, 1 Flusterstorm, 1 Brainstorm, 1 Ancestral Recall, 1 Abrade, Black Lotus, Ruby, Sapphire, and then we've got 1 Beseiju, we've got 4 Misty Rainforest, 4 Scalding Tarns, 1 Strip Mine, 1, 2, 3 Tropical Islands, 1, 2, 3 Volcanic Islands, and 4 Wastelands. In the board, we have 2 Relic of Progenitus, 2 more Pyroblasts, 2 more Lightning Bolts, 4 Late on the Void, 2 Force of Negations, 1 by Force, and 2 Alpine Moons. So really, this is to just try and get in the driver's seat and see what we're doing in this format. So let's jump into a league and see how things go for us. We are finding the right high-end cards for legacy, vintage, pre-modern, or old-school Magic can be challenging. That's where our friends 3-for-1 Trading come in.
3-for-1 Trading is one of Europe's top Magic the Gathering retailers with an incredible selection of premium singles, sealed product, and even full sets, all available with free, fast, and secure worldwide shipping.
They add fresh inventory every Wednesday with weekly deals and discounts. So whether you're hunting for that elusive piece of power, a legacy staple, or something spicy for your collection, they've got you covered.
First high-end orders over $500 or €500, use the code EDFREE to get free worldwide shipping.
Check them out now at the number 3, the number 4, the number 1.gg/ED. That link takes you right to the shop and helps support the channel.
Huge thanks to 3-for-1 Trading for supporting the legacy community. Now back to the show.
Here on the draw. Okay, we've got a Preordain, 2 Force of Wills, Beseiju, Dak Faden. Let's try this. Opponent has a Gitaxian Pro. We'll allow it. Now you have seen my hand. Ancient Tomb, Soul Ring, Time Vault. We're gonna force the Time Vault, pitching Narset. I think we start here with might be smart to just start with a Tropical Island and cast Preordain. We will put that on the bottom. We're going to put that on the bottom. And of course, we drew our Brainstorm. So we will pass turn. Lotus Petal, pass. Gonna Brainstorm. Wowzers. Let's put Dak Faden back and then Minsk and Boo. Doesn't matter because we're not going to cast either one of those right now. Let's put Valley of Golgoroth down, and we'll just take out the Ancient Tomb for now. Mental Misstep is nice to have. Demonic Tutor. We'll allow Demonic Tutor for an Urza's Saga. Untap. All right, we're going to Preordain again. Mental Misstep. I'm going to Mental Misstep your Mental Misstep. Strip Mine. Sick. We will put Dak Faden on the bottom, and we are going to draw Strip Mine, and we're going to Strip Mine and pass the turn like you do. We're built for this low resource game. Show and tell. Well, I think we got to counter that if we can. All right, the hope here. Oh, not great. We're going to pass. We need... Okay, well, I mean, Eventually, you gotta start beating down, right? 5/6 Tarmogoyf can end the game in 3 turns. It's not where we want to be, specifically. Mox Jet, pass. Can't cast it, sadly. So we're just going to attack. Hope that's good enough. Put them to 8. Stock up. Rough. All right. Red land. A Mox Ruby. Good enough. Cast a Braid. Destroy target artifact. Wow. Force of Will. I feel like that means they have something. Right? Gotta attack in. Down to 2. Stock up. Okay. Sapphire. Island. Here's another show and tell. And they lost. Okay. Let's think about things here. I like that as an option. How do I feel about Lightning Bolt? I don't think I care about Lightning Bolt so much. I think I want Pyroblast and by force. Didn't see much to do with the graveyard, so I'm not too worried about that just yet. Flusterstorm's fine. Preordains are okay. All right, let's get rid of a couple of Minskin here. Wow. Let's go with a Ponder and a Preordain. And we'll only play 1 Alpine Moon. Okay. We have the rogue deck advantage here where our opponent doesn't necessarily know what we're on. Just some slop. Like this hand. I'm going to keep it. Hopefully they just don't have something out of the gate, right? Mox Emerald for a Soul Ring. Oh, God. Okay, we were lucky. No show and tell off of that. Oh, Black Lotus. Man, we can do some damage here. Black Lotus for red mana? No. No. For green mana, let's go get a red source. Let's cast WREN SIX. Probably eat a Force of Will. Okay, then we're going to play Collector Wolf. Yeah, I thought so. I will get back that. And we'll pass turn. All right, they'll end their turn. I'm going to get a land, Tropical Island. Hit Soul Ring and plus WREN SIX for that. And, probably should have not cast WREN SIX for that, but we're going to pass turn. All right, they didn't get anything. We got that going for us. Okay, now let's play Collector Wolf. Great. Let's return that to our hand. Island Cycling Lowering revealed. I'm going to Ingot Chewer. That's kind of dumb. I don't need to Ingot Chewer, but I did, so that's life. Okay, here we go. I feel like there's a show and tell in the future here. Stock up. Okay, we will allow stock up. We severely need to get something going. Like, Strip Mine would be so sick. Okay, well, let's return a land. Of course, we'll attack. Let's Preordain. We'll put that on the bottom and that on the top. Okay, so from there, we will pass turn. There's a show and tell. We will Pyroblast, counter target spell if it's blue. Cast by pitching a blue card. Got there. All right. Well, the deck is doing pretty good to start off with.
Eternal Durdles is proud to be sponsored by Moxfield.com. Moxfield is the best deck building website on the internet. You can find all of my and Phil's decks in links below, including decks from this episode. And if you do, you'll be directly supporting the channel.
All right, we are on the play. This is an interesting opener. We're going to keep this, put a Misty Rainforest into play and pass. Mox Sapphire resolves. Soul Ring resolves. Plateau. Emeria, so I can't cast more than 1 spell a turn. And non-basic lands enter into play tapped. Okay. Not great. Don't love that. Might as well get our red source. All right. Ingot Chewer. I think that's a fine play. I'm just going to play this land and pass turn. Coming in for 2, it looks like. One is in their draw step, deciding things. Ancient Tomb. Caves. Yeah, Caves of Chaos. Adventure. You got it. The initiative is on the board. Don't super love that, but we have ways around this. So we'll just do it as we do it. Step 1, we're going to time walk. That's a literal cantrip for us. There is a lightning bolt that we do need. Let's think about this. How do we want to deal with this guy? Yeah. we want to play WREN SIX plus WREN SIX to get a land. Fortunately, we cannot get a untapped mountain, which is a problem, but we'll have to see how our opponent deals with all this. +2. Rough, indeed. That is a beating. All right, I'm at 8. I'm just in so much trouble. Sure. Why not? Okay. So, this is looking absolutely horrendous for me. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to just concede and go to the next game. Brutal. Okay. So, we definitely don't want this Pyroblast in here. We do want these Lightning Bolts. Alpine Moon, maybe? I don't think we care too much about any of that. Bi-Force isn't really doing it for us, so we'll go with this. We don't have a lot of game against this like white stompy deck. All right, so that is not a keep. That's a mulligan. We can keep this. We're gonna put 1 card on the bottom. Let's put 1 Force Will on the bottom. Done. I'm gonna play a Preordained Time Walk. We're gonna put that on the bottom, put that on the top. And we're gonna play Black Lotus. Black Lotus, 3 blue. We'll play a Preordained. Both these cards are great. We'll put this. We actually just want to put that on the bottom, and we're going to get that on top. We're going to play a Time Walk on tap. Ooh, love this. Love it. And we'll plus, but there's nothing for us to get, and we'll pass turn. All right. Opponent is going to get their fun for sure. Man, I cannot wait for the Strip Mine to do its justice. Clarion Conqueror. That's the worst for me, but we've had bigger problems. Okay, so Strip Mine strips that, and then I unfortunately have to pass my turn because my Planeswalker doesn't work. There's another one. Ugh, gross. Sure, we could expect this kind of deck to be problematic. We're not built to beat this deck. We know that. I think we can safely assume that we can't even win past this. There's nothing I can think of that would kill this that wasn't a... Well, I guess Lightning Bolt will keep me in this game. Unfortunately, that's not Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt would be really awesome. Give me a Lightning Bolt. I have 4 of them in my deck. Give me a Lightning Bolt! All right, I'm going to 2. Got me. I kind of love this. I've got a Force of Will. I've got the Strip Mine and the WREN SIX. All I need is a red source. I love this hand. I don't love it. I would love a blue source, but I think we want to keep this. Mox Jet. Okay. Strip Mine. Strip, and then the pass turn. Really need, like, it would be so cool to get, like, a Ruby. Any land is going to be useful for me right now. Got to play this, unfortunately. I do have 2 Force of Wills. Vampiric Tutor. You got it. I kept a greedy hand, but it could really pay off if I draw... Like, if I draw Ruby, oh my god, we're in business. I'll just counter that. We don't need none of that happening. Oh, yes. It's Chaboy. Collector Ulf. Keeping the opponent off of their thing, hopefully. Oath of Druids. How about Noth of Druids? Yuck. Oh, we're attacking. Turn it sideways. Like you gotta. Put this 3/4 out. Coming in hot. Wow, we got there. Okay. All right. Force of Negation, I think, want to come in. Pyroblast seems like a card that wants to be in against my opponent because they haven't shown me that it shouldn't come in. They might be graveyard based, but I haven't seen anything yet, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Let's get rid of a Preordain. Let's kill a couple Lightning Bolts. We don't know what they're on. I don't think we need these Bi-Forces right now. We'll play it like this. This is better. I mean, 4 lands isn't great, but I'm okay with this hand. Flooded Strand. Mana Crypt. Oof. Gross. Not where we want to be. So let's Preordain. Ew, no. We want that on the bottom. We're going to put this on top only because we want some sort of selection. But geez, man, just not where you want to be. All right. Like, I could have held up for Flusterstorm, but my stance is like, if they have something cool they can do, they're probably going to just do it. Lost the flip. Got there. Going for the end turn. Okay. Ancestral. We're going to stop Ancestral from happening. Same targets. Didn't really stop it, did we? Did our best. Hit that. Keep them off. Well, at least we can WREN SIX our way out of this if we get a chance to. Man, we're just crushing it. Mox Pearl. Ugh, Forbidden Orchard. I don't like it. It'd be sick to draw a Mox. Any Mox will do right now. Well, I guess that's not true. I need to... It won't... Any Mox will not do. No Mox will do, actually. Okay. I'll play a Tropical Island, and I'm going to Ponder. Another Valley. Another WREN SIX. Okay, let's do it so that... I think we don't want any of these. We're just going to shuffle. Sick. Guess I'll target myself. See what happens. Nothing like having 3 Scalding Tarn in your hand when you're doing this. Makes you feel strong. Yeah, there's a counterspell. Okay, and we'll pass turn. Flash. That's bad. Flash for Atraxa. That's not the worst. I don't love it, but like, there are worse cards to flash in. You're going to get a ton of cards. Basically casting draw 4. We got Mox, Grand Unifier, Narset, Demonic Tutor, Dismember, Bola Citadel. Yeah. Things are not looking great. I'm going to go ahead and concede here. No need to watch them play with their food. All right. So we definitely do not need the lightning bolts. I think, yeah. We're going to put in the Alpine Moons here and take Narset out and a Braid out. Alpine Moon's actually pretty sweet because we can name their land Forbidden Orchard. Okay. We're going to keep mulliganing to 6. All right. So let's start with a Ruby and play that. I'm going to play Alpine Moon, naming Forbidden Orchard. That is the card, right? I hope it's the right card. And let's preordain while we're at it as well. Yeah. We like both those. We're going to do that on the top and then put that on the top and we'll pass turn. Right. So I'll play a land and I'm going to play WREN SIX. Sacrifice this, right? I will return this land to my hand. Okay, now I've got a Pyroblast. I'm feeling pretty safe here. Oath of Druids is going to resolve. I don't know if they have other ways to hit that, so it's okay. All right, so I'm going to hit the Oath of Druids right now. Get that back. Play this. And how do we feel? I think we wait. We're going to wait. We're not just going to slam a Tarmogoyf and hope. Not while we have a Pyroblast up. Yeah, we're going to counter target spell. Okay. They can have that. We will allow it. We're going to rush down Narset anyhow. So we get to see what card they get here. Reveals Demonic Tutor. Okay. Man. Okay. So let me think here for a second. If I hit that twice, what does that do? I think they probably have 2. Let's be for real. They have 2. So let's do that. Put a Volcanic into play. Plus this. Play a land. Let's play Minskamboo and rush down. We're going to rush down Narset. And what's beautiful about this is we can Besage you still because we have a legendary hamster in play. Demonic Tutor. We'll let that resolve. What's diabolical about this is that we are going to get to draw 4 off of that. No. Go to our Dismember. Sure. Dismember happens. Drawing a card. Okay. Let's think about how we want to do things right now. Definitely going to plus Minskamboo. That's fine. Let's get a land. Put that land into play. We're going to play a Tarmogoyf. Let's see here. Roll plus, and I think we just have to pass turn. This thing's huge. It's going to get even bigger. Show and Tell. Show and Tell is going to resolve. Volcanic Island. You got it. It does have Death Touch, which is shitty. We are going to Red Blast the ever-living crap out of it, though. What do we got here? A Emerald, Recall, Oath, Oko, Yawgmoth's Will, Atraxa, Sensei's. I don't know that there's much they can do. Long Goodbye. What is that? Can't be countered. Destroy creature. Okay, yeah. So they got Ancestral, Oath. Yeah. So full grip, which I don't love. There's a pretty good chance that I am going to get to Ultimate WREN SIX, which is amazing. Okay, end step. I'm going to say yes to that. Of course, you're going to get to draw cards. Relax. You certainly get to draw those. Okay. I am going to negative WREN SIX, which means I will be casting Destroy a Permanent. Ah, I hate that. Rude. That does resolve. Absolutely horrendous. All right, so we're going to cast Preordain. We're going to put both those on the bottom. We still drew one. Next thing we're going to do is cast Preordain. We're going to put both those on the bottom. Woof. Okay, 6, 7. Trample or haste. Well, it's going to have to go on this guy. All right, let's plop that right there. We'll return a land. Great. We're going to use it to go get a land. And let's plop down a Collector Ulf. Not the best. Unfortunately, we got to pass. That Pyroblast would have been so good. It would have felt amazing. Yeah, we're going to take that damage. Where's it going? Yeah, right at Miskamboo. I understand. Oh, Thief of Crowns. What are you going to turn into a thing? What's going to become food? That's fair. He's just an elk now. Just an elky boy. Oath of Druids. You got it, dude. Okay, untap. Draw. I will bring back Boseiju. I'm going to do this to get rid of that by paying 1, right? There we go. And then let's do it again. Let's play this to get another WREN SIX. So basically cycle a WREN SIX. We're going to keep this one, turn that, and we will cast Preordain, discarding this, putting these on the bottom. I will attempt to draw 3. You going to stop me? I would stop me here. Trying my damnedest. That is a fair thing to do. Yeah, I think I just have to live with this right now. Man, I wish I could just could have found a Wasteland so much earlier. It's time for my opponent to hard cast another Atraxa. Yeah, get that off the board, right? Of course. What's going to be so sick is if I draw a land. Bolas Citadel, you got it. Got to remember, I have that emblem, so... All right, here we go. Untap. Draw. It's a land. My friends, I will be casting Ancestral Recall, targeting myself. So sick. Then I'm going to cast... Ancestral Recall, targeting myself. Wait, what? Am I not allowed to cast it again? What is happening here? Okay, something's going on. What is happening? Come on, deck. Oh, no. Because I played it. So stupid. Okay, I did not mean to play it. All right, now. Yeah, that's fine. We will attack Oko, Thief of Crowns. Did we get out of this? It feels insane, but I think we got out of this. I have 3 mana. There's no reason for me to not play this Collector Ulf. Just keep on trucking. Another Oko. Well, I mean, you're going to get some artifacts that you can play. That's wonderful for you. Show and Tell resolves. I have nothing. Another Atraxa. Opponent gets to look at 10 cards. Force of Will. Time Walk. Time Walk is rough. All right. Well, we're F6 right now. Nothing we can do. They got a Time Walk, a Force of Will, Oko, and an Atraxa. And why not? An Oath of Druids and a Misty Reinforce too. Sure. Another Oko so you can make a 3/3. That's rough. That's funny though. I don't think I have any left, but I will use its ability just in case. I don't. Yeah, I have nothing left. We made the mistake of clicking on the Ancestral when we didn't need to. That really got us. It's funny how close this game was. Like, it just was not over when my opponent got the Atraxa out the first time. It's pretty crazy. Part of me is like, what do we got now? Yawgmoth's Will. Okay, we're done here. They got me. Hey, Legacy fans. Since you're enjoying the show, Please like and subscribe to the video. It helps the channel grow.
Support Eternal Durdles on Patreon so we can create even more content and cover events.
Patreons get an ad-free RSS feed, 4 bonus episodes a month, and Discord recognition. Join the Durdle Maniacs at patreon.com/Eternal Durdles.
Now back to the show.
The game is over. Yawgmoth's Will lets another time walk happen, and that's the end of the game. All right, I'll be on the play. This is the kind of opener I like to see. We're going to keep land. Let's go get a Trop, Ruby, WREN 6, plus WREN 6. Get that back. That will be my turn. Oh, I love that. One consider. Consider yourself wastelanded. Followed up with our boy Tarmogoyf, and then we'll put this Valley of Golgoroth back in our hand. And we'll pass turn. Now, against a lot of decks, this is enough. Valley him out of the game. I'll play a Preordain here. I'm going to put both these. I'll put that on top, right? And then we'll play this. We'll get this. We will play Ponder. 1, 2, and Pyroblast on top. Nope. We're going to keep the Pyroblast on top. We're going to plus, put that back in, and we'll pass turn. Okay, they're going for a Undercity Sewers. Street Wraith. Looks like Doomsday. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Demonic Tutor. You got it. Demonic Tutor, Doomsday. Doomsday. I am going to... If I can stop them from doing this, I am definitely going to hit them with both the Boseiju and the Valley of Golgoroth after this. It should be enough. All right. Is this enough? Was it good enough? I guess I take the Valley of Golgoroth, I suppose. And we just pray that this is good enough. I'll get an emblem. And let's ponder. 1, 2. Put that on top. We won't shuffle. Put Misty Rainforest there. And I will play a Volcanic Island. And then I will play a Preordain. Actually, I am gonna cast Mental Misstep here. Or I'm gonna counter the Mental Misstep. We're gonna put both these on the bottom. What we're looking for here is... That's not gonna do it. What we're looking for here is actually gonna be... Well, we can bolt them and then play... Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Yeah. You got me. Yeah. Unfortunately, I should have just let it go, but I figured if I could just get them in response, I'd probably win. Okay, so Force Negation, Force Negation. We'll put in the Pyroblast. Let's put in Alpine Moons too. Okay, so we'll take out Lightning Bolts. We'll remove a Braid. I don't think we need all of these. Okay, we'll go from here and see how things work for us. We had a plan there. It just didn't come to fruition. Okay. We'll keep going to 6. As you can see, they did not need any land to win. That sucked. All right. I'll start with a land and pass. You hate to see it. Mox Sapphire. Mox Jet. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. God damn it. All right. And they'll pass turn. Okay, hit a land. Man, what I would not give for a Collector Ulf. Hate that. Come on, Collector Ulf. Ugh. All right, I'll brainstorm. Okay, so let's put back Strip Mine and Valley of Golgoroth, right? And play this. And I guess I just pass turn. I guess this is the hill I die on. Cancel. Counter target spell if it's blue. Did I get there? Got me. Of course. All right. They got that one. We tried. We did win that first match. We are keeping up with our opponents, so there is that. But I think that we can make some adjustments to this deck to make it better, for sure. This seems like a fair hand. I'll keep this. Like we've got the Wasteland. We've got 2 lands to also fetch with WREN 6 if we get one. Force Negation is going to keep us somewhat safe, and we can start off by just Island Pondering. We're going to keep. Opponent kept 7 as well. Ruby, Soul Ring, Manifold, Opal, Workshop. That's a lot of mana rocks stalled on my upkeep for some reason. Wow. Okay. I think this is so tough. They've got so much mana, right? So I think what we need to do is pass turn, during their upkeep, Ancestral Recall ourselves. It's the only thing that makes sense. Would they have this much mana? Paradoxical Outcome. All right. I am going to cast... Ooh. You know what? I love just saying no to that. Counter target's permanent. A counter target spell if it is blue. Just no, sir. What we got here? Coveted Jewel. We're going to counter that. Pitching. All right. Let's recall ourselves. Love that. Let's hit this and then pray to God. One time. Oh, it's so good. When it hits, yo, it's so pretty. When it hits, this uplifting cinematic event. And we got a concession. That's what we're there for, right? All right. So Alpine Moon is funny. I don't know if we really want Alpine Moon. We do want... All right. So we don't need those. I don't think we even really need the Tarmogoyf here. Well, let's get Minskimbu in there. I don't know that Flusterstorm is really going to help us too much. Like, it'll stop... Well, actually, yeah. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Let's bring in one more Tarmogoyf so we have some kind of a beater. But what we really want to do is be prioritizing our collector. Time Walk, huh? We're going to mulligan this. It's not like 5 land. Get out of here with that. This is fine. We can keep this. We have Scolding Tarn that goes back. Done. Lotus. We're just going to counter that. We'll counter it with a Force of Will. They're going to counter it with a Force of Will. Great. All right. Well, they've got a One Ring in play. Bad for us, but not a whole lot else we could do there. Okay. I think Strip Mine is the way to go here. Keep them low on resources for as long as we can, at least. With 4 cards in hand. Yeah, there it is. Soul Ring, Manifold Key. Why not? Jeez. Manifold Key, draw more cards. Good God. This is so bad. Okay. Now, there's a Collector Ulf. I think the only thing that makes sense here is for me to preordain bottom. There's a land. Boy. I really need to get that Collector Ulf into play. Yep. Draw a bajillion cards. 14. Grim Monolith. Pretty great. This is so bad for me. Okay. We're going to go to next game. We don't need to see this. This is nonsense. All right. We know what we're trying to do. They know what they're trying to do. Right back into it. The die roll. Would you like to play? Sure would. Okay. This is not a keep. This is very bad, but I think we have to keep it. Keep. We're going to put the Tarmogoyf underneath. Done. Going to play that and pass. Mox Jet resolves. Soul Ring. I am going to brainstorm. Okay. All right. Well. Wow. Let's do preordain WREN SIX workshop, huh? What is this? Discard a card. You got it. Can I have that? I feel like I can have that, right? I can sacrifice this for that, right? Then I can play. Wow. If I make green, well, WREN SIX isn't helping me here. Okay, so let's cast this for blue and red, right? And then I could gain control of target. I can't gain control of that. Target artifact. Is this not an artifact? Protection from multicolored. All right, we'll take control of that. And then we'll pass turn. All right. Well, we're putting them into a spot where I can kill that thing. So it's kind of whatever. What happened? Destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls mana value. Okay. I feel like you got to attack Dak Faden, right? Yeah. They got to kill Dak Faden. Let's destroy target artifact. And there we go. What a wild and wacky time we are having right now. There's an ancient tomb. Hate that. Okay. So now, nice. Mox Sapphire. We're going to cast that. We're going to cast Preordain. Love that. Okay, so let's put that on the bottom, put that on top. Right. Then we're going to cast WREN SIX. Of course, we're going to kill that. I guess it would have worked either way, but we don't want them having access to even more stuff. So that's just what it is. All right. I think we're in a good spot here because with Collector Ulf, I can shut off all his stuff. Like, yeah, sure, attack me for 2. Obviously, I'm going to return a land. It's going to be this guy, right? And then we'll play our... And I think we've got it from here. Yep. Okay. All right. From here, let's put Valley of Golgoroth in our hand. Play it. Attack like we do. And that's fine, because then we can... Like, we're turning off all of their artifacts. It's the only thing that stops them from being able to do anything to us. So we'll lose WREN SIX. That's fine. We're happy to, in the end of the day. Time Vault. Rude. Yeah. That's okay. We're going to play another one of these. We're going to play our good friend, Minsk and Boo. Say yes. Plus. And got to swing in. All right, we're attacking. Past turn. Yeah, we got there. All right, I think we can definitely use a little bit of tinkering with this deck to make it better. But 2 and 3 isn't too bad for not having played Vintage since 2019. Obviously, we saw a few mistakes on my end. There's got to be something better than Tarmogoyf. Like, let's be honest. Collector Ulf, still a powerhouse. Absolutely the reason to be playing green. You know, we got a couple lockdowns with WREN SIX. And I think we could have even won that match against the Atraxa deck had we not misclicked and threw our land into play instead of using it to draw another 3 cards by retracing Ancestral Recall. Probably retracing a ton of Ancestral Recalls over the course of that turn to just get there. But we didn't. With that said, though, I think this was pretty okay. I definitely would love some feedback. You know, there are people out there that play Vintage that know way better than I do about what sort of threats I should be playing. But this was the last deck I did really good with. I think I went like 7-1-1 at the mana drain to top 8 the mana drain. So that was my last like really good showing too. So I don't know. This deck seems super strong. Tell me in the comments what you think I should replace Tarmogoyf with, or if you think Tarmogoyf is just a fine beater in green that dodges, you know, Pyroblast and also dodges Blue Blast and is just overall hard to kill. It might just be fine as a Tarmogoyf. Anyhow, thank you everybody for watching, and I will catch you on the flip.
Before you go, I need some help. Please subscribe to this channel and do your part to help sustain the Legacy content ecosystem. Just subscribing to this channel goes a long way to reminding YouTube that people love and support this format. Now, if you really want to go the extra mile, you should think about supporting us through Patreon. Both the links for subscription and Patreon are right here. And if you're listening on an audio format, you can go to patreon.com/Eternal Durdles. Thanks so much for watching.